introduction to meditation, and also discussing the 4 agreements. Today I thought we'd start with a breathing exercise, which can be really helpful to do before meditation. I probably should have mentioned this sooner, but we'll do Nodi Shodhana breathing, which is really great to it balances everything. It kind of like it's like letting your left side brain, right side brain balance. It really helps with focus, just calming your nervous system. It's helpful. It's just always a nice thing to do. So if you're feeling overwhelmed and want to just take a minute, this is something to do whether you're going to meditate or not. So you can take your right hand. So first take your left hand and just place it on your leg. If you're sitting cross-legged, you can put it on your knee, but just your thumb to first finger. And then take your right hand and put your first 2 fingers down. So your thumb and your 4th finger are up. And then turn your hand toward you, and we're going to use our thumb on the right nostril and your 4th finger on your left nostril. And so we'll begin by just exhaling our breath completely, then close your right nostril and breathe in through your left, and then you'll close your left nostril and breathe out through your right. So I like to think about a rainbow of breath going in left, out right, in right, out left. And we're just going to go back and forth for it's nice to do about 13 breaths. I don't know if it'll take that much time, but if you're doing this on your own, getting to 13, which back and forth being 1 breath. So it takes a little time to do it, but it really, at the end of it, you'll notice you feel calm. So it's a wonderful tool that you've got right in your hand. So right hand facing toward you, close your right nostril, breathe out fully, and then breathe in left, close, out right, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, close, and out left, 2, 3, 4. In left, 2, 3, 4, close, out right, 2, 3, 4. In right, 2, 3, 4, close, out left, 2, 3, 4. In, out right, in right, out left, in, out right, in right, out left. I'm going to do the next few and let you do them on your own. Let's let this next one be our last. In, 2, 3, 4, close, out, right, 3, 4. In, right, 3, 4, close, left, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let me know if you have questions about that at all, if that was confusing or helpful. I'd love to hear. And again, there's all sorts of different types of breathing, and all of them really, it's so nice just when maybe you just feel a little overwhelmed, and just focusing on in, out can be really helpful. So before we we get into meditation, I will mention this is our 4th week, so we're on the 3rd agreement, which is do not make assumptions, which is another really big one. If we think about interacting with everyone in our lives, how many times we think, well, I couldn't say this to them because they would say this, or they would feel this, or think that, or they would never understand. All these assumptions that keep us potentially from doing and saying what we know we should, and we can build a case for talking ourselves out of doing something that really maybe we need to do or need to say. And so making assumptions, that's just another filter that was helpful for me as I would run, as I got a little more space around what was happening in my mind and things that were occurring during the day, being able to think, okay, am I being impeccable in my word? Am I taking things personally, or am I making an assumption here? And it was just so helpful to, if I had a challenge, to be able to run things through these, like I really thought of them as filters. If I could apply the 4 agreements to them, lots of times I would gain some clarity in what I needed to do or say, or what I really thought about it. So that's just why I'm sharing them with you while I'm also teaching meditation. Is for me, they kind of went hand in hand along with learning all the 8 limbs of yoga, which is a whole other story, and we will get to, I'm sure, in future sessions, or you can, if there's no end to the information you can find on the school of thought behind yoga. So, okay, let's just do our meditation today together. If again, maybe today I'll sit, since I kind of go back and forth. So I'll start just to kind of remind us on our posture. It's always helpful to just get the body in a place that you can forget about it. So thinking of rolling your hips forward, getting that nice curve in your lower back, shoulders back and down, arms relaxed, chin level to the floor, head lifting toward the ceiling, the top of your head. And just take a few breaths and really, with that exhale, shake off any tension that you're holding. This is a nice time we could do a little body scan where you just think about your body starting down with what's touching the earth, and as you breathe, scan up through your body all the way to the top of your head, and then back down, kind of scanning for any tightness, any restriction, any tension. So breathe up through your body, and then breathe down from your head all the way down to your legs. Kind of like washing energy up and back down. Just really soothing to your nervous system. Your body loves it when you just pay attention to it. And you may notice as you're developing your practice, you're more aware of, and I'm going to turn forward, you're more aware of what's happening in your body. Like I noticed this maybe a couple months into meditating, that if something made me upset, I would feel it in my chest and realize, oh, I'm upset, right? It was almost like my body knew before my brain that I was experiencing emotion, and then being aware, like, oh, I'm feeling this, that means I probably need to address it. And that's powerful, because I think for so long I was detached from what was happening with my body, and so I was carrying all sorts of tension and pain, and it really helped me to, as my awareness grew, to learn to let go of that, or begin to address it. So another reason I'm sharing these things with you. So, okay, let's find our relaxed posture. If it helps you, remember to get your legs comfortable. Wherever you can, I think, set it and forget it. So turn the body off. And then just close your eyes down, think about where your gaze is, direct it up and out between your eyebrows through the third eye center, and begin to follow your breath. Watch it enter, watch it exit. It's always there to turn your attention toward. If you notice thoughts coming in, think of some of the tools we've discussed in the past that you can apply. There's the so hum breathing. You can count your breaths. You can name your inhale and exhale. Whatever helps you to cover your breath with your attention and hold it there, and not let thought pull you away. Remember to check in with your body if you need to adjust your posture, and pull your focus back. Try to let your mind be blank like the sky. And if thoughts enter, let them pass like a cloud. Don't hang on to them. Another nice visual is a bird flying by. You can see it fly by, but if it tries to land, don't let it build a nest. Don't engage. Shoebird. In this last minute, just bring your focus right where you choose on your breath. Your gaze up and out. few deep breaths. You can begin to wiggle your fingers. Sometimes it's nice to actually touch the ground to ground yourself. It's really good. Like if you're ever gonna get up and drive, make sure you give yourself time to ground and come back after the kind of heady feeling of meditation. Okay, I'll bring my hands to heart center, saying namaste. And thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Till next time.